I woke up. I was going to play the morning challenge with Titan, but then I have seen a 10th place result in a challenge yesterday by Mr. Goburn with this build of classic Eldrazi and Herigast, Emrakul, sideboard of 3 removals and 12 hate artifacts, Icetill Explorer, and Ghost Quarter. Sounds good to me. And, well, I thought to myself, it has to be pretty good against Belcher, which is typically not the luxury I get to experience, because I typically play decks horrible against Belcher. So, just wanted to get that feeling. Respect the cat. Almost assuredly just on Esper Rizzler. This is a mulligan because my only land is a Bojuka Bog. It's not even a Barrow Downs. Come on. Too late, now we're playing with Bog. 2 temples, Labyrinth, Stomping Ground, I mean, sounds good. Should I put back Worldbreaker? Think so. Have I been Lori Veuvois peeled? This is the deck of choice for Lori Veuvois as well. I'm not sure what Lori has been playing, but he typically plays Tron, and it's not quite the same. I could also put back a Eugene's Labyrinth. Sounds a bit bad though. I think it's just Worldbreaker, right? Devourer? I barely knew her. Put one of those on the top of your library. Well, this is a Stomping Ground. I'm not really into any of those four. This is just 4 lands. So it's just Stomping Ground. There's some argument for playing a Eugene's Labyrinth to hide my Herigast from Fotsies. But that means I will take 2 damage if I top deck a green spell, so I didn't really want to do that. Basic Swamp though. I mean, I could hide Emrakul. It's not always mono upside to hide the Emrakul. I get Flicker Wisp and my Lab if I ever tap it. Then my Emrakul is gone. And I'm playing around a second Fotsies. I think I'll just play Eldrazi Temple. Hopefully my draw stub is not going to yield me a Icetill Explorer, because I would have to be really sad. Overlord into Thalia, okay. A true Rumble. So there's no need to play a Eugene's Labyrinth before Rumble, because I don't need... No, I do need colorless mana. Okay. But then I open myself to getting Flicker Wisped and losing my Devourer or Emrakul forever. Well, I can use the mana on... Like, if I draw... Yeah, if I draw Talisman with Rumble, I will just play Eugene's Lava, otherwise I will not. Well, those are all useless, so I guess I'll take Herigast. Next turn I just play Devourer XL the Overlords, probably. We're at 3 card types, so Emrakul is a 10, Herigast is a 9. Assuming villain will be Thalia casting. Fotsies again, bro. That's insane. Missing a second red source for Herigast, annoyingly. But also it doesn't really matter, like it's still 9 mana. If I sacrifice a spawn and pay the emerge cost, I still have to sacrifice a spawn, so it's still 9. What now? I can hear the slaps. I'll have 9 mana next turn. Like a Utopia Sprawl. Make name red, right? There's like Icetill Explorer versus Herigast, so this is not the clearest ever. We're just Sowing Mycospawn. Both of my Stomping Grounds are gone, so I guess I can't emerge in any case. So I think it's slightly better to just name green and to be able to cast Icesteel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. With a fetch I can cast Emrakul even if the Eldrazi spawn token dies. I do have to play the Ugin Slab. Fetch or even Ghost Quarter myself. But I can cast Herigast without that. So the Emrakul should be the one exiled? It's pretty rough to decide.
He's a phenomenal control
Opponent can
player.
interact with the Eldrazi spawn token, but they will want to play at the Overlord, right? One day. How dank are the memes today, Mr. Streamer? Not very dank so far. This is a serious place. Also, Davinki, thank you very much for your Prime sub, and I welcome you to the Kani stream. I'm trying to think through my moves, but also I'm at 18 minutes. This is 22. Would have to maybe speed up. This opponent is allowed to play dogs. Respect the cat. Cats can actually coexist peacefully with dogs. Ah, kurwa. Do I find that headrest thing useful? Not that much. I typically don't lean on it. The way I see it on the chair is Foxy's number 4. It's kind of fucked up because now I can't cast Emrakul. This is disaster. This is fucked up. The fucker wisp comes back and I just have no outs probably. I assume it exiles my Stomping Ground. Which means I don't know if I can draw anything really. I guess Kozilek's return? That's pretty bad. Ja pierdolę no. Jaki dramat. Kozilek's command would be nice, I guess. Bro is at 7 life. 4 life, sure. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Maybe villain will blink the Riddler for no reason. Change Tafari. We actually did blink Riddler for no reason. Draw Kozilek's command. Spend all of my mana on it. Make 7 spawns. Find Emrakul with Sanctum. Put Sanctum instant. Seems like I have no... Doesn't work. I'm 1 mana short. Even if I get the like most lucky possible. Unlucky really. Is Kozilek's return a good card in this matchup? I feel like Icetill Explorer really isn't. Seems like an angle of attack that's pretty weak in this matchup. Can have the removal. And I don't know, Disruptor Flutes. Maybe Consign to Memory. I guess. Icetill seems really bad. I guess maybe it's alright against his 2 White Orchid Phantoms. By Karashok. It was actually time to Amulet. You just finished dealing with a Herigast that was emerging in your yard. How's the stream going? Oh, it's emerging well. Crazily. Let's Flute over Explorer. I keep, although I am not necessarily proud of it. Hopefully I don't get fought seized. I think I lead on Temple, but maybe bleeding on a Naked Ugin slab would be better. If I get fought seized and my Talisman gets destroyed, that's kind of rough. Otherwise, I would have just simply drawn a 7-drop, cast Ugin Slab, Impulse, Rumble, and the hand would be perfectly okay. Guess I'll hide the Emrakul. Green source, any draw step now. Emperor of Boners, okay. Any turn now. This is a great first experience with the deck so far. Alright, cycles Riddler. Will you ephemerate Riddler? Seems like it. I mean, if I hit a patch now. Okay, could be worse. I think I'll just cast it. Make spawns draw. Why not broken blue deck? Holy shit, that's a great question, Da Vinci. Don't want Sprawl. Don't want K return. I don't want second forest. I want the first forest. I mean, the game is still not going too badly after this. Although, of course, Consign to Memory exists, which is a problem. Hmm. According to my calculations, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I can exactly Emrakul. Then I put 3 triggers on the stack, and my opponent taps 3 mana to counter all of that. Unpleasant. Does it get better for me if I wait? I'll dismember Emperor of Bones. So maybe I rumble and hit one of my 2 flutes. But unless I do that, it doesn't get better for me. Sometimes you have to take risks. Although it's not a pretty one. Fetch, kurwa, consign twoje kurwa ojca wszystko. Surveland. Thing that is not consigned then. Do I want to blow the Emperor up? Or can I do anything funnier with the Emperor? I think I'll kill it because this attacks into Emrakul already. Maybe Emrakul gets solitude and then it doesn't. Drawing a bunch of new cards. Interesting. Do I want to make him draw new cards? I guess. I have to play a bit faster, so let's just make a decision. Oh, that's a good draw. Let's surveil. Could just land distract, but I think surveilling, putting a bad card on top seems better. Well played, Respecty Cat. I want Sanctum or Surveillant. Let's go Sanctum. Not playing the Rumble this turn then, but it's fine. No need to rush. One sign. So lucky. Giga lucky max. That said, I would say I am favored right now. I would guess. Guess I'll get Herigast. Herigast seems like a good draw. Good card to have in hand. I am glad I have had the balls to hope for no consign and summon the Emrakul. I think the flute for consign might be kind of real, and Kozilek's return is a bit iffy. I might just cut the last Ghost Quarter. It's just bad. Like, it is a land, but I don't care for it. Doesn't do anything. I idly don't want to draw it. Insane gamble that paid off so well, yeah. 20 lands is crazy. Yeah, I wish I would have like an extra land in my sideboard, but I think drawing a Ghost Quarter is pretty bad for my win rate, so I'll keep this because it has the soul lands, but the hand is a bit bad. But it would be nice to have maybe an extra Survey land or something like that. Okay, Thoughtseize is the one thing that my hand is okay against. Opponent mulligan to 6, Thoughtseized. They'll take one of my big guys. Which I will say, sure, I have more big guys. And I draw another land, so let's Surveil this time. Is he playing White Orchid Phantom with this mana base? WTF, no plays? That's good. Can kill my spawn with Felia, unfortunately. Oh, I guess I'm choosing Sowing Mycospawn. I mean, I need to, right? Whoa. No Felia. Surveil Felia at the graveyard. He doesn't have much more, not many more flash cards, right? Than just Consign. How good is it to make a spawn here? Though, is he gonna want to Consign? Not kicking Mycospawn? I think I would prefer to play an unkicked one and then... Like, he has only Consign in hand to spend his mana on. And then I can just cast more monsters next turn, otherwise I would not be able to cast my monsters next turn. But also, like, he doesn't need to consign the unkicked Mycospawn, which is the downside of my play, and he would be definitely more inclined to consign a kicked one, so... I mean, I would still have 7 mana next turn, right? So... No, I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't. That's the, like, issue. It's Titan Bud now. It's the worst deck ever. No, Titan is alright. There's not much playing around Consign. Well, I think I play around Consign kinda by... By doing what I did. He doesn't want to consign that, so he wastes mana, then he passes again, then I play Worldbreaker, you consign that, then I have Worldbreaker in my graveyard plus Herigast in my hand. That was my thought process. A little bit of entrapment. He has lots of every source, I guess. I'll just hit the Shadowy Backseat. Maybe I should target the blue ones though. Don't think it matters much. Double black means Emperor. Hit you with Emrakul is not a line. My Herigast is gone, sad. But that's what's the second one for. Bro, I hate it when they flicker wisp, and they should do shit like that. I bet they just feel so smart when they do that. There's nothing smart about that. Let's think that through. This cost me red and one Eldrazi Temple to emerge from Sowing Mycospawn, and it exiles my Worldbreaker. In that case, let's just play the Worldbreaker. I have 4 minutes. There is no use in thinking about stuff like that. I'll play Herigast next turn and it's gonna be good. And I guess I have 2 Worldbreakers, doesn't seem easy to deal with. The Flicker Wisp smartness has ended. Exile the white lands. There's been many more white lands than there were the non-white lands, so I don't think so actually. So thank you for your advice, but I will ignore it. Like I could not exile all the white lands. But I did exile all the black ones, so seems good to make them miss a color. Holy shit, I love beating Respect the Cat first thing in the morning. Hammering. I mean, I think I should keep a hand like this. I have 4 mana monsters. Person with good Belcher match up. Well, if you put it this way, then of course it sounds stupid. I'll name green, even though Herigast is red. You're about to get mana tithe. That would be actually horrible, unless I top deck a land. Right, Mox Opal. Seems like no mana tithe. The real question is, am I getting killed though? Well, I guess not. King goes quarter against Inkmoth Nexus. That's a classic modern matchup right there. Don't call me Belcher. I think I will play Forest, Icetill Explorer, Ghost Quarter my Forest, and replay Ghost Quarter from my graveyard. Kind of makes sense, right? Alternatively, I play Sowing Mycospawn. I might need to chum block the Stoneforge if my opponent plays Paladin. But I guess I don't really have a good workaround for that. I mean, I could... Eugen's Lab. It's good for the next turn. I mean, if I have to charm, this sucks. My position sucks. If my opponent plays... How easy is it to kill for them to kill me with the Inkmoth? They did lead on Inkmoth Hammer, so that suggests Paladin in their hand. And not... That's just Paladin in their hand. So I probably should actually... Yeah, play Ghost Quarter, but play Rumble. They need Paladin and another Mox, right? So villain goes Hammer, Paladin, equip. Then I need to jump. So I need a jump blocker. That's what I'm saying. Well, the illusion of choice. Or they can just have another land and Sigarda's aid. Yes, but the opponent played a Colossus Hammer on turn 1, which decreases the likelihood of them having Sigarda's aid. Which also doesn't work. It does, because Inkmoth is an artifact. Co za kurwa. Jak, czekaj. Oh no, he has the combat check. Battlefield improvisation, okay. That was not Paladin, was that, I guess. Of course, it was Battlefield improvisation. Alright, how do we solve Hammer? Disruptor Flute, shots of Paladin, and also stops equipping, so it's pretty good. It's probably all I do. Kozilek's return seems kinda medium, honestly. Chad, do you think the Hammer deck has a good Belcher matchup? Damn. Leyline 2 Sicardas aid, wow. So this bypasses the flute. No Trinisphere. Well, I'm looking at my opponent's deck to try to understand that. Seems a bit bad. Kozilek's return is kinda bad. I think Emrakul is kinda bad. Icetill Explorer seems kinda bad. I think the flute will help me surviving. I only think I want like 2 returns. It's not actually that great. I think Icetill Explorer for holding up Ghost Quarters is actually kinda nice. Let's try Trini Sphere. Alright, random sideboarding, let's go. Do I keep this? Guess I make land drops. Cassie Kozilek's Commando. X equals 1 on turn 2. I have Ghost Quarter, 2 interactions. I'll keep, but maybe a person with more discipline would have mulliganed it. Point goes to 5, so I don't know if that signals I should have mulliganed or not. Oh no, they hard mulligan to Axe. 5 minutes, please. Unfortunately, we're gonna have a 5-minute break since Crusherbot BG claimed so. Just tell him no. It's too late, he's gone. So wait, is Battlefield improvisation just any amount of equipment? Any number of equipment. Holy shit. So I guess neither play was good against Battlefield improvisation last game, right? If I hold up a Ghost Quarter, opponent attacks with a Stoneforge, and I guess I need to jump. The Fallen had no more need of their weapons, but the living could still make use of them. Trinisphere Leyline pretty bad, right? Opponent already has the Leyline in play by then. So that proves that it's a bad idea. Before opponent comes back, let's do connections. Hast joined stream, great music. Welcome, Hast. Do Hast. Divine, Rap, Blue, White, Split, Call, Read, Coral, Forecast, Shade, Jizz, Spirit, Burst, Americana, Spectre, Broke, White, Spectre, Shade. What was the last one? Spirit. Split, Call, Red, Coral, Forecast, Red, Forecast, Divine, that was in Divination, Jazz, Rap, Burst, Americana, Blue, Broke, Call, Split, Coral, Jazz, Rap, Burst, Americana, Blue, Broke. Best Performance Grammy Award. What's Americana even? Type of music? Americana. No jak tam kruszyciel bot BG. Well, that was pretty easy. Ruptured. Blue broke, burst, and split. How about Mana Matrix? Can't and color identity free. 38 cards like this. There's a Commander Naya monster which has been errated to say X can't be 0. But I don't know the name of it. Uriel. This can't be targeted. That works as well. Also Naya. Oracle bottom off. Can't. 12 cards. Oh, Crusher, bot. BG. Marav. Okay, Marav I'm sure of. Fastest text. Nice. What a bitcher. Bro put his equipment into play and then played Sigarda's 8. What is it? Reverse day? Sure, I guess. Dismember works well in my plan of making land drops and holding cards up. No nie, kurwa, Saga. Am I supposed to just go squatter it? Maybe I am. I'm not casting this Kozilek's commando yet, though. Now we got a floater. No floating. I mean, like, this quarter sets me back, but I guess as long as my opponent doesn't do anything, then that's fine. Pure Steel Paladin, okay, resolves. Seats, as they say. Bit awkward, but not too bad. I think I should be able to ramble. Do I want Herigast? Or Utopia Sprawl? I think I can afford the Herigast. Definitely playing around Mana Tithe. Could Kozilek's return now? 2 Paladins, those are juicy targets. No stopping from joining them too, though. I probably was about to do it sorcery speed, honestly. I don't know. But they have more hammers and I have to spend more dismembers, which is maybe fine. It's just kind of I get the mana advantage. Dobra, kruszyciel bot BG. Another hammer. Ash percent, resolves. Seeds. No, ja pierdolę. This is very annoying. I think my decision to Kozilek's return was a bit bad. No nie. To jest przecież dramat w chuj. Utopia for black mana. It costs me 2 mana to play it if I don't want to let my opponent draw a card. Hammer seems giga OP, honestly. Everybody should be playing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I guess I want the spawns, then just draw a land for Herigast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but it costs 9 mana. No, I kurwa. I can get just mana typed on that. So I guess I will let villain draw. Okay. Opponent chooses patience. Block. No, no block. I think block bad, in fact. Icetill Explorer. Block was bad. Thank you. Somebody has finally said it. Somebody had the courage. Ay, ay, ay. I play Mox Opal. Yeah. I need to act in combat and let them draw. It's dangerous. Just pay 12? Why? How? Well, opponent has a hammer in hand, so if they also have the battlefield improvisation, then I will just simply die. Pay 12 generic mana to prevent this? No. But yes, it is very possible that my opponent does have that card in hand. And they also draw 1000 new cards now. You can also die to double mana teeth. Oj chuj, ma to gówno. So I guess I take 36 damage because I block 4. Sounds good. Well, Mycospawns are a good reason to keep. But this hand doesn't play them early. If I had a forest, then I would keep. But I guess with Bojuka Bog only, I have to mulligan. Oh, well, kurwa, now we have the Yombo. Trust in Devourer, I guess. This goes 2 GG, so it's kind of impossible to cast. Like, the hand is horrible, I'm unlikely to win, but... I cast Amulet of Vigor, I see. Well, gówno. Guess if I grab Talisman, then I hit a land. I think it's either nothing or Talisman of Impulse. Talisman of Impulse, Surveil. Dobra. Hit a land, play Talisman, then hit a land again. Play Icetill Explorer. Ghost Quarter. And hope that the Ghost Quarter does anything. Grałeś już w HK2. I spent 30 minutes playing Silk Song so far. Was pretty fun. So I didn't get to do too much. I guess I defeated the tutorial Wasp boss. Or bee boss. Moss wasp. Seemed pretty fun. I mean, I will get scapeshifted next turn, potentially. In which case I die. EOT, I fetch a tapped breeding pool which untaps. Fair, fair. I do get scapeshifted. That's the sound of escape shift, presumably. Doesn't escape shift need 4 lands to kill? Well, if you have nothing else in your hand. Seems like Reed is just gonna be casting Titan and copying Titan, which is also like a game-winning play. Game-winning enough, that is, against Eldrazi's. I'm playing on Switch. I got Silk Song on Switch. But I guess we do get to untap, so there is that. Oh, not copying. Bouncing my talisman instead. Sure. So I guess I will... A nie, kurwa, nie ma go, to nie jest Eldrazi, tylko insekt. To mogę sobie chuja w dupę. Co najwyżej. Icetill Explorer so far has been looking pretty horrible. Like really cool, but way too bad. This wave, my opponent's hand is 2 forests. It's Cramming Vestige and something else. So it's like Cramming Vestige plus forest, and there's only one Titan attacking me. No dobra. Seems like he drew Scape Shift. It's not like I have much against Titan. So I will just replace the Kozilek's returns with Flutes. The rest of the cards in my deck are pretty good, so I don't think I'll bother with Soulgate Lanterns and Soulless Jailer. Because I want to get to Explorer Ghost Quarter fast, or I want to get to Herigast, Emrakul fast. So I'm boarding in more. Like Soulless Jailer doesn't really do anything. I just need to have a good draw that kicks Mycospawn on turn 2. Is that possible? Might not be. It is very impossible, but on turn 3, we kick. Ugin Slab and Sanctum. So Ugin is featured on many of my cards, but so what, right? I can't cast anything with my hand. So it would seem responsible to mulligan. Yeah, this is too bad. Siemaneczko, a Blue Raven. Alright. God gave us the mulligan button to press it. This is alright. Turn 3 I kick. If I draw a land, then I kick again. Or a Kozilek's command. He kept 6. I wish I could keep an extra card. Alright, maybe... What if I put back a Kozilek's command and a Mycospawn? And I intend to emerge from Herigast. That's kind of a plan. Maybe it's more cohesive. I search for a fetch with Mycospawn, which kind of even works better if I don't draw a land for my Mycospawn. I think I should play the Talisman of Impulse, right? Like, Kozilek's command X2. Does that make any sense? Oh ja, Amulet of Vigor. No i chuj mi w dupę i na imię, nie? Generalnie. Oj. Daj Mycospawn. Next turn I erupt Herigast. I will have a Mycospawn in my graveyard, then if I draw like land Emrakul, like an Emrakul. I don't know. It's kind of all horrible now. Like
He's a phenomenal
every move is
control
very
player.
stinky.
84, 84 is the natural number following 83 and preceding 85. It is 7 dozens. JK, no numbers facts today, it's my birthday instead. If you don't congrats me, I'll ban you, smile.
Holy shit, thank you for the subik. Udaya, and happy birthday to you. How old are you turning today? So every move here sucks. Fetching Ghost Quarter does nothing. Alright, so since every move does nothing, let's just set up the next turn. Thinking about, and I can't find a way. Holding up command for escape shift. Maybe that's the play. It's probably the best. Bit crappy, but it means I have a bit more mana next turn. And we can Herigast. Yeah, I guess that's like the biggest odds of survival, and lets me cast Herigast. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then the Herigast top decks Emrakul and actually can be cast immediately because of K command. Step 1, gamble on Rumble. Step 2, question marks. What's the winning prize in that gamble? Any untapped land lets you still K command. Even I tapped one because I get a spawn. Lotus Field. Okay. Siling the Hanwer. Nah. No way that's like better in any way. Icetill Explorer, kurwa, gwiazdorze, nie? Do I want to draw a forest? Am I happy doing that? I mean, probably. Would be pretty wild to put it back. I still... No. Exile Saga, hope it's good enough. It might be. At which point I might actually search for a Bog. I should play the Talisman first. Ajajaj. Ale zjebałem tutaj troszkę. If I Bog, then the Titan cannot be hasted. If I get Sanctum, I guess I can set up Emrakul for the next turn. Or if we exile Mirror Pool, then they could only make a second Titan with T-West. I think this first Titan with 2 amulets is still dangerous enough. I think Sanctum might play more towards winning, although like I could, villain could hit my Sanctum. -1 spawn this turn, by the way. No, actually not -1 spawn, I ended up tapping my Talisman, right? Ghost Quarter on Saga was also an option. So I'd like to exile Mirror Pool and Ghost Quarter the Saga. I think Mirror Pool is not a threat next turn. So I don't think it was important. Are we scape shifting? On 3 lands. Well, then just drew a third card, so they would need to have ripped pretty well. Setting the Sanctum just means I can Herigast next turn into Emrakul, which I found appealing. Wow, hits the temple, that's crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12, 13. It's kind of wild. I guess we had the Sanctum then, that would work out worse for me. But I guess Emrakul might just be kind of blank. Exile my hand. Okay. Does World Breaking do anything? Instead, then. If I World Break the Swimming Growth Chamber, then my opponent isn't on many outs. And I can Herigast the World Breaker again, then recast it next turn. Well, I mean, I can emerge the Mycospawn from Herigast as well. Already. Can emerge pay for kicker? No, but Eldrazi Temple can. I mean, Emrakul is 13 power, which also kills villain. But I wonder if it's like, I think my opponent's hand is just, well, if it's escape, should I win on the spot? With a Titan, I should be able to win. Let's go with Emrakul. That way I can also Mycospawn and get a Ghost Quarter without kicking. Which I think should be good, because when I control them I can Ghost Quarter. Okay, it was escape shift. Can cast the Explore. Oh, Jesus, no. I think I clicked on them. Nice. So I get Lotus Field, Tolaria Vest, Semi-Grove Chamber, Echoing Deeps, copy Lotus Field, they enter untapped. Did not bother looking at the deck, but transmute. Get Summoner's Pact. So there's just no sideboard cards, just Bojuka Bog. Aye. Yeah, playing Amulet even when playing Eldrazi. No, I will have to win a game on the draw, which is going to be harder. Maybe I do want Soul Guides on the draw. Icetill Explorer actually look kinda horrible. Disruptor Flute is probably kinda horrible, but I guess you can name Titan in response to Pact sometimes. I don't really have cats. Bauble on Pact. I guess on the draw we should just try to play every 1 mana card that does literally anything. Well, the sad truth might be that the card to cat is Icetill Explorer. Which I mean, Icetill Explorer, a Devourer of Destiny. I mean, Devourer of Destiny makes my opening hand better, so I think it's unwise to cut, but I'm gonna keep one Icetill Explorer for the off chance that it's gonna be cool. The card seems quite bad to me. A Devourer. I mean, Devourer hit Forest and turn 2 Mycospawn. Then I can emerge quite early. I'll keep. Opponent keeps 6. Urza Saga, no? Dobry opening. Need to take the forest. I drew Ghost Quarter. Is it better to Mycospawn into Ghost Quarter? Or Ghost Quarter? Mycospawn means that the Herigast can be summoned sooner. I mean, the kicking is just very distant. I think the creature in play and the actual land in play are just much more useful. So doing the Eugen's Labyrinth, okay. District Commercial, another Eugen's Lab. Seems good. Oh, we got a floater. Another Saga. Oh no, Spelunking as well. That's dangerous. I'll hold up Hate Command and then next turn I will Herigast. Does that make sense? I could have technically Herigasted this turn, but that seems weaker. I can't even emerge an Emrakul if I draw it with Herigast. And now I can scry free and then put the Emrakul on top, but not draw it instantly. Alright, so a bunch of amulets. I guess I can get Posejut on Eugen's Labyrinth, which is going to be sad. It is no longer going to be sad. In fact, it's going to be fine. Do I want to play the Gas Quarter? I think the Eldrazi Temple doesn't mean too much. Emrakul. I'll be missing 1 damage. But that's fine. Pact. Very nice. Whoops. Alright, too bad. Hmm. I think he got Vesuva from his deck, actually. No, he has Vesuva. Alright. Phew. Needed to get a bit lucky this much to... Alright, this I don't need to take too much time to realize it's a mulligan. This puts a lot of trust in the commercial district. Also, Ill-Fated, thank you very much for the sub. Welcome back to the Canny stream. I mean, the hand is shit, but maybe you should keep the fetch, but like, I think, I don't know. We have the 2 soul lands, so like I have outs to for the hand to be good. So here I get punished for not keeping the fetch, that's what I was thinking about. But I'll keep it on top. Seems like a nice turn free play. Milky White Justice. My Herigast is gone. Could hide Emrakul in the Labyrinth, but they still have a Thoughtseize target, so I will just save 2 life in the case that they don't have the Thoughtseize. Watery Grave, Bloodstained Mire. Is that Grixis Reanimator? Could be. Does seem like a Grixis deck. Frog. Green. Is a Stomping Ground enchanted with a Utopia Sprawl a soul land? Discuss. Alright, no fetch in my graveyard. Truly tragic. I guess the question might be, do I block with the Icetill Explorer if they attack without giving flying? They probably will give flying. Then I don't have to answer that question. Quote, oh kurwa. That's a good quote, yes. They kept a card on top, so that's tragic. Push. Alright, I guess I don't block. And I do not regret not having fetch land in my graveyard. I guess I do, because there is Emrakul imprisoned in the Eugen's Labyrinth, which would cost 10 mana, now it costs 11. Discard Archon. Discard Archon, what if I draw Bojuka Bog? Then you are at 18 and not at 20. Okay, okay. Well. Whoops. O kurde. Almost. Got hoisted by my own petard, but we dodged. No persist in opponent's hand, like... They surveil the card if it was a persist, and like they did think about it for too long for it to be persist. So basically they just have to draw it off the top. But they were thinking on their surveil before drawing with the frog. If they just had Archon and persist, and they would just not even push my guy, they would just give flying, then persist Archon back. Gdzie tam kurwa, chuj mi w dupę i na imię, jakieś teorie snuję tutaj, wymyślam, a prawda jest taka, że jestem jebany. I see. Oh no, Emperor as well? Chuj mi in da dupę. Yeah, more or less that's what I'm saying. No, but like there's no way they had the persist. Was there? Like it made no sense for them to push. That's 5 plus 6 plus 4 plus 3. That seems to be over 15. Icetill Explorer. Great idea, really, like flawless. Great idea, flawless execution. Do I want any Kozilek's returns? So Archon is a 5/5 when persisted. Ochulus is a 5/5 that goes wide. I think the answer is yes, maybe I even want the fourth one. Frog is a 1/2, yeah. So you just cast the K-return. Dismember looks no good to me. Permanent cards in graveyards can't enter the battlefield. I think this is too bad. They also have Harbinger, right? Post-board often, so you can kill Harbinger with Kozilek's return. Alright, anything in my deck that looks bad? Well, I have a candidate. No, Soulless Jailer is like too horrible, I think. Has Icestill been good at all so far? Frequently it would have been if I had one more turn. I mean, what is K-return doing? Well, you missed my explanation, because I just talked about it for 40 seconds and ended up boarding the fourth one. We also have Emperor of Bones, which you can kill with the front side of K-return. Dobra, jedziemy. Giga Rambling. Narkotyki i dołeczki. consign this. I guess I'll grab Ghost Quarter. After which my opponent will play Emperor of Boners and exile my Herigast, but that's fine. I can then K-return or Kozilek's command. No place, that's crazy. I guess I will just Malevolent Rumble, try to hit a Talisman or a green producing land, or maybe just a Temple. You can just chill, have more mana next turn, and then try to click buttons. Out of those, I think I take the Forest. It's an Emrakul in my graveyard, but we have one hidden underneath the Eugen's Labyrinthos. 5 card types, okay. Name red. So we have red mana through Harbingeros. Hello. But yeah, Icetill, I think frequently would be good if it costed 2 green. Then it would be pretty great. But at its current cost, seems a bit weak for modern. And the GG is actually a real pain because it doesn't work well with Eldrazi spawns and Eugen's Labyrinth. Is tapping out for Sowing Mycospawn wise? Because then I can't hold up a Kozilek's Commando. Maybe I should just Sowing Mycospawn, but without kicker. I think killing my opponent's land is not that important. We can just chill like that, and obviously opponent is sitting on a consign. So like whether they tap 2 or 3 lands to consign my guy, it doesn't matter. Of course, kicking prompts them to consign actually, but seems like it was enough to get their interest. Maybe I could have played Bog and then just hold up a Ghost Quarter or a single land. Be wise. CG. Wasting all of mental energy? No, it is a warm-up, Ardoshik. The mental energy is not getting wasted, it's getting warmed up so that I actually perform with the strength of 1000 suns during the tournament. Is sacrificing a Ghost Quarter to get it back stupid? Might be an attrition battle. Wasn't a land better than 5 life? Well, not 5 life, it's a wall breaker in my hand. Opponent would not really activate the Emperor this turn, I don't think so. I think passing is what I want to do now. But I guess it's pretty awkward with the Emperor of Boners. Because they get Emrakul and they said adapt. They say adapt and I say okay. Kozilek's command your guy and they say okay, adapt again. So they hit me for a 13, but maybe that just doesn't matter. Mr. Boneman. They do have to commit mana. Dobra, masz mego Emrakulca. Spawns. Spell Pierce. Couldn't you Bojuka yourself? I mean, I could. I don't think I wanted to. So yeah, I could have. I don't. I have like Emrakul in my deck on my own, right? I want to eventually summon it. Block now, because then I am not forced to block later. Synhet snucie teorii, no trochę jest. Jakby na to nie patrzeć. Dobra, tego typowanego mu jebniemy. Hopefully my opponent cannot put a +1/+1 counter on the Emperor boners somehow. So that would be a shame. I think I am just taking it. That was my plan. Does mean that I can eventually die. So I can both Emrakul and World Breaker. Can I Emrakul the next turn after I World Break on this one? I will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Why they take my Herigast and not Kozilek's command? So I should Emrakul first because I can't Emrakul next turn. But I can World Breaker next turn. Dawaj, Consigna. Consigma do memory. O kurde, nie ma? Co za typ. Emrakul Seeds. Doesn't seem to matter to attack with the Mycospawn. Just in case, let's keep it untapped. Okay, well, opponent has made a decision for me. Monka. Meltdown. Can't even mess up too much. So I guess I just have to hope they won't draw a looting. Seems to be the route. You cannot look at opponent's sideboard. Used to, but you can't anymore. Yeah, it was a while ago that you could. Oh kurwa. One can persist Emperor now, but I guess that doesn't do anything. Oh, on MTGO I could do it like a year ago. That is true. A rare mismatch of MTGO rules and... Well, it was probably just a bug rather. They can also surveil land, hit an Archon. Okay. Maybe I won't Dismember. Seems good against Emperor. Soulless Jailer seems horrible. You can also Dismember a Archon or Ochulus. I'll card one Kozilek's Return on the draw because it actually didn't seem that great this game. Take 7, Dismember Archon. Well, I'm not happy to do that, but sometimes life gives you lemons and then you have to lemonade. Aleguno. If only this Kozilek's return would be a Ghost Quarter, then I would have still clicked the mulligan button. Aleguno. Ja pierdolę, no. Keep. Keep and lose. Footsies. Bro, my hand has no spells to begin with, so why are you footsiesing? There's nothing for you to take. Okay, I take Herigast, Erupting Nullkite from your hand. Okay. You will draw the most shitty card in your deck now. Okay. Literally worst draw. Probably. I need a Survel. Hopefully my opponent never casts anything for the rest of the game. That's my hope. The Cassigaard. Archon of Cruelty, Archon of Cruelty. Well, what are the odds that they have a Persist in their hand, right? Slim. Right? No nie, no co za laker. This is the Lemons situation. I will gladly take Dismember of the top now. I'll be at 12. I don't care. That's all I need. But the only thing I get is, well, you know the gist by now. I'm not even going to say it out loud because it's kind of rude to repeat that. Over and over. So now I'll take 8, I go to 8, I draw Dismember, I Dismember, I go to 4. But I forgot that I'm dead to my opponent playing a land and playing Mr. Emperor of Boners and attacking me with a hasty Archon. On top of me, no hasty one. Oh. Is there any hope? Well, I don't think so. The question I never pondered. But it seems important. Icetill Explorer, I know what to do with the card. Shadowy Backstreet. Esper again. Ghost Quarter Machine Gun. 0 Ghost Quarters have been machine gunned so far. Well, maybe it's Goraya. TBH. Hello Kanye, hello Mr. Chimba. Why is the insect in this deck? I can't tell you. Well, so it is in a deck because I net decked Mr. Gobern, getting 10th in a challenge yesterday with 3 Icetill Explorers with the same list. Shady is back, refer to the fact Eminem dropped the alter ego Slim Shady for a while. I see. Makes a lot of sense actually. Holy shit. This was actually pretty impressive. Warp. Yes, warp. Draw land, exile frog, hit a forest, play Utopia Sprawl on it. Bottom. Bottom. Okay. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. This must mean I'm disgusting. MTGO Premium? No, that was cry free. Whoa. They didn't blink to deal me 4 more damage. Makes sense, I guess, but interesting. Makes sense, yes. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. If I rumble and find Emrakul, then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. And I add Sorcery, and if I add something else, then I'm good. Wallbreaker should be alright as well. Herigast. Erupting Nullkite. So I guess I die. I don't necessarily die. They have a solitude, I can't like do all the things I want to. But we can hit an Emrakul, right? Okay. Emrakul. Uh-huh. I mean, I survive by blocking frog. Technically. Ugh, survive, huh? We have dupe survive. Let's see, they have 5 damage. Well, draw 3 cards, 8 damage. I guess I do survive still. Catchamos. Okay, I guess I do not survive anymore. Like, it's not close at this point. Is it even, like, is it infinite? Limited only by the cards in their deck and life points? Discard 2. No, it is not. They lose out the card every time. It's just a lot. We almost got there. Well, if I hit Emrakul, then I would top deck Catchamos and I would just kill them with the Catchamos triggers. That would be kinda cool. Kozilek's return seems bad. Icetill Explorer seems bad. I mean, it didn't look too bad this game. Once again, like I kinda needed it to cost like 1 fewer mana to play it 1 turn earlier. Also, they didn't Solitude it. They did not play around Solitude. Because they did have Solitude. They did cast Solitude end of turn. They did not cast it on the Explorer instantly, which they probably should have. In fact, they let me resolve Herigast, so it was only close for me to get to Emrakul because my opponent was letting me. Return seems really bad. I have Catchamos Frog. Ah, Catchamos Frog. Yeah. Riddler. Everything is 6 toughness. Alright, 2 flutes to name consigns, and let's go. Keep the Icetill Explorers. Ale gówno, nie? Mulligan, I could try to Devourer into something good, but I think mulliganing yields a better hand, and I was mistaken. And a Ward of Eldrazi Explorer is okay. Yeah. In that hypothetical world, it is. That's a nice draw. Wall Breaker seems alright. To have more action. Could grab the flute and just play the flute on consign if my opponent holds mana up. Gonna be an EOT Kozilek's Commando. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because I think they will be wasting mana right now. Maybe they play Felia and then Kozilek's Command is still good into that. Why no Miko? Miko was alright, yes, but doesn't seem great if I get consigned. They did pass, and their deck is mostly Sword Carry Speed, I guess, except for Felia, but if I hold up Kozilek's Command and cast it at their turn, then it seems like that's kind of harder for them as well to solve. Tramos siedzi? Siedzi. I cast Consign to Memory. Holy shit, that's true, you do. How do I kill Catchamos then make spawns? If I Bojuka Bog my opponent, then there is a chance they can attack with Catchamos if they exile one more card. But Frog is weaker. Dobra. Lecimy. Yeah, I don't like Bog here. We can play both creatures. Yeah. Oh, cool, I'll exile. I mean, I think if Mr. Ketchamos would be exiled, that would be overall feel like a safer space for me. Maybe I should have named Red with Utopia Sprawl. I probably should have. Can't Herigast now. Do I get Devourer, Emrakul, Herigast? I'll take the Herigast. I wish I could cast it now. Devourer to exile Ketcha, but I barely knew her. I think exiling the Ketchamos is not that important. Rather, like if I draw 3 with Herigast, I will find a way to do something. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so I guess I can rumble for a land. Fill my graveyard for Emrakul. Still gonna take the temple. Don't want to tempt fate by letting my opponent force seize. That's a good hand. Those white black decks have so much card draw and expensive stuff now. Overlord, Ketchamos, Riddler, all of that on the back of Solitude. Solitude holds it all together. I don't get how taking land was better than Devourer. It let me cast Herigast instantly. Rather, I was going to cast Herigast instantly. But it was not Giga Clear either. Hope that helps. They did mill over a Ketchamos and did not take it with Overlord, but that doesn't actually tell me anything meaningful, really. Go quarter the blue source. Well, I don't need to do it now. Exercise some patience. Whoops! I don't get how taking land over Devourer was good. People justified and vindicated. Sometimes I play the Eldrazi deck and I assume it's good in the late game, but then you top the clans a lot. So it's not always. If they have 2 Riddlers, that's infinite then. Well, I mean, limited by their deck. Dawaj jeszcze jedno Riddlera. O kurwa. So I guess Solitude Pitch, kill my World Breaker. Step 1, then... No, they decided not to. Maybe they attack first and then they click. Really? That seems really bad. To let me block. Because they just had lethal, didn't they, right? Pump the frog to 20 damage. Kill the flying blocker. Was I mistaken? Like, assuming there is another Solitude in their deck. Maybe there isn't. Maybe they just brought that down to 2, but I don't think you would. Maybe you do. Did I bring Dismember? In that case, I think I did. So I guess sacrificing Bojuka Bog is irrelevant because they have Giga Lethal next turn unless I draw Emrakul. Dobra, Emrakul, Emrakul, Emrakul. Emrakul, it is not. Yeah, do they have an island in their deck? Let's find out. They have drawn a lot of cards, so maybe they, they only have 16 cards left in their deck. Maybe they don't. Okay. Clarion Conqueror, is that really a card you want to sideboard? Don't you have relics in your own deck? Did you board out relics to bring in Clarion Conqueror? I guess you turns off the swamps. Spawns? That sounds pretty bad though. Yeah, Frog also. Nice combo with Clarion Conqueror. It's pretty unfortunate because it seems like my opponent is exhibiting a little tiny bit of troglodyte behavior and I am still losing Giga badly, which could tell us something about my deck versus theirs. Although maybe I just played badly by not devouring the Ketchamoss and then got Giga punished for that by when my opponent drew their deck. If you think about it. Last seen deck 7 days ago, Eldrazi Temple. That should be a good matchup on the play. Red to kick Herigast versus green to have the option of drawing Icetill Explorer and just ruining my opponent. I choose green. I don't have any monsters to emerge into Herigast. No nie, unlucky. Okay, in this spot I will put Emrakul under my Labyrinth. Because then you can Herigast and you can still have access to Emrakul after Herigast, which is very nice. Eldrazi Temple with Misty Rainforest, true. Curious choice. Eldrazi Temple with Psychic Frog, I would actually happily see my opponent deploy a Psychic Frog on the next turn. I am afraid though that what might actually happen is that they deploy a Grizzlebrand. That would be overwhelming. Let's taunt my opponent in the chat a little bit. They're probably just double queuing. Or just, I don't know. Plan her Genesis. Oh no! It is the Grizzlebrand summoning deck. The Ghost Quarter is no good here. We live in a society where Ghost Quarter is bad against a deck with 2 basics. We sure do, yeah. Second Ghost Quarter got to be good? No, it's not. What is good is consigned to memory. O kurwa, drugi Herigast. Zajebiście. Maybe I can hit Mycospawn. Yes, I'll play Stomping Ground, tapped. Could play Ghost Quarter and try to, I don't know, hope that my opponent drew 2 basics. But I also need to play the World Breaker next turn to have a chance, so hopefully they just... Well, my opponent put Planar Genesis in their graveyard, surveilling, so that's... Doesn't really signal that they are missing any pieces. Maybe they just had Planar Genesis already. They just won't hit, but then you probably just keep the second one. Just in case. So I would guess that the odds of death are pretty high. Lazarus Rider, I barely... Neoform, okay. Opponent assuredly will get Grizzlebrand and not Galta, put Xenagos into play, kill me. Oh, that's actually fine. Well, it's not, but it's kinda fine. No, it is not fine, I guess. That is 20... 30 power. Not fine at all. Lazarus Rider, good for her. Yeah. Dobra, let's stop pretending that I can do anything. Jakieś tam karty odsłonił, no chuj mnie to boli. Koło chuja mi to lata. Herigast just feels giga rough, so hard to cast. Permanent cards in graveyards can't enter the battlefield. Players can't cast non-creature spells from graveyards or exile, so it seems like no text. Trini in. Dismember in. Vexing Bauble in. Flute in. Void Mirror in. Icetill Explorer. Ghost Quarters. Bojuka Bog out. 1 Herigast for being horrible. Then let's go. Oy, oy, oy. Not 1 but 2 Trinispheres. I mulligan. I keep. I think the Emrakul has to go. Eldrazi Temple. Sure, I'll take it. Herigast exiled. Awesome. What are Throne's worst matchups? Amulet. I'm not sure what Throne is giga weak to these days. Storm makes sense. I'll pass. I mean, Hugo Frytka is separate from Storm. Good matchup Storm, Eric 42069. No, Eric is a pretty close matchup, but like random bro from a modern league is a tough one. Every deck's worst matchup is Storm, and yet Storm is a 40% win rate deck. Really makes you think. I don't know what to do with the second flute. Could name Mandrills, but that sounds a bit bad. Could name Cosine to memory. If they put Mandrill on the stack, I can flute Neoform. Maybe I should just name Cosine right now. What if they play a Freeman Rider? Well, then I don't know which evolution to name anyways. Let's name Cosine. In Polish, flute is frequently used as a euphemism for a penis. Fun fact. Cosine was the card I wanted to name. Not this one. To memory, right? That's the one. Could cycle the Kozilek's commando. Seems pretty bad to cycle it. Alright, villain. Regardless of how this challenge ends, don't forget you defeated the Catman in round 1. Yeah, that was good. That was a good part of this challenge. Ah, discards consignate memory. Awesome. How did the Catman do? Well, 3-2 right now, so really makes you think. Oh no. I don't like Catman? No, I just beat him. That's all. Who could have predicted this? Oh no, opponent just skipped a land drop to discard an extra card. So that their Mandrill... Well, I could have exiled their cards in the graveyard, maybe. Could have thought about it, but I guess my opponent's pace of play put me to sleep. But I think draw and exile cards was a good move. Not warmed up yet, yeah. Still warming up. Still getting on the highest focus level of gaming. O kurwa, przecież to jest Neoforma w... The missing link. Never mind, bros, it was all good. Seems like villain only has one Atraxa and Druid, or... Yeah, probably that. Wypierdalaj? Why? I think I don't want Trinisphere, it doesn't really do anything. Let's play the Devourer to... Well, maybe I actually want to play Rumble first. Dobra, dajmy Rumbla. Mam manę 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, w najgorszym przypadku mam. Pa pa para po. Pi pa pa para po. We won! Thanks to Full Focus Gaming. Should I have Soul Guide, Lanterns, and Bojuka Bog in my deck actually, because they do stop Mandrill? Trinisphere is kinda bad. Maybe I'll cut the World Breakers or the Herigasts fully. They just look bad. Like, they find me my Emrakul. I wonder which one is better though, Herigast or a World Breaker? Probably Herigast is better than World Breaker. Devourer, MVP. Okay, I'll keep. I keep with Void Mirror. For 2 mana on the draw. I play turn 2. Holy shit. Put Eldritch Evolution in the graveyard. That is a bad sign. Holy shit, the Neoform deck is insane. As you play it, true, true. I mean, it does seem like a really bad matchup. Which is the case for most decks that are not blue decks. Alright, Grizzlebrand, you have defeated me.